Thank you, everyone. Tom and I are wandering around the building, giving speeches one after another, saying hello to everyone. So thank you again, Tom. I want to follow the pattern that we just set, which is this. Tom has given a really good overview of what the administration is doing to sort of help create and lay the basic foundation for supporting entrepreneurship and especially startups across the country. And I want to talk a little bit on a somewhat different topic to everyone in this room. So all of you are the winners of this year's Entrepreneurship Awards, the Impact Awards. Everybody in this room is an entrepreneur who started and who has gotten himself or herself noticed enough to win an award and to be here. Now, that was the result of probably about 37,000 different things that all occurred after that first decision on whatever that first day was to start. And I want to acknowledge, first and foremost, the incredible things that everybody in this room has done and all of the commitment and the time and the effort that it took to get here. And I want to use this opportunity to talk about the other entrepreneurs who aren't here right now and the role that all of you play with respect to them. So a lot of folks watch this event online streaming and then afterwards on YouTube, et cetera. And I want to lay a little bit of sort of framework and context for why I'm saying this. At the SBA, we counsel and train about 1.2 million to 1.4 million small businesses a year. There are about 26 to 28 million small businesses that exist in this country right now, and there are millions upon millions of more small businesses that are in the process of being formed. As Tom mentioned a moment ago, all the job creation in this country, all the net new jobs are created by small businesses. About half of everybody in this country either owns or works for a small business. There was a time, I actually am old enough to remember that time, when it was considered uncool to own a small business and cool to be part of a big business. How long ago that seems. And yet, while entrepreneurship is now celebrated and promoted around the country, the idea of celebrating entrepreneurship is way, way different than actually starting a business. And everybody in this room knows what that meant to go from that place of wanting to do it, thinking about doing it, even planning to do it, and then starting to do it. So what that takes to go across that divide and to start to actually make it happen is starting with your idea, starting with your dream, and then building the plan, collecting the resources, making the networks, getting the capital, arranging your first contract opportunities or your first sales or your first service customers, doing all the things you need to do in order to attract everybody around you that is necessary in order to make that a success. Most people don't know how to do that automatically. At the SBA, we are in the business of helping to train folks and to learn how to do that, and to learn what questions they need to ask, and to learn what resources they need to bring to bear in order to have the best possible chance of succeeding. So many of you, I'm just going to ask in the room, how many of you connected with a SCORE counselor, a small business development center counselor, or a women's business center, or attended one of the classes or training sessions that they offer? How many of you did that? Lots of hands going up in the room right now, and a few others, hands that didn't go up. What I want you to know is that there are a lot of folks who don't know about what we do and who don't know about the benefit from actually getting that kind of help. Well, let me talk about it just a teeny bit. We know, because we check and we survey and we actually do analysis of this, that if you get help along the way in planning for your business, you're about 45% more likely to start. You're about 25% more likely to still be in business after 2 years. And you are more likely along the way to hire more people, have higher revenues, and succeed. It works. And yet, many folks either don't know about services or think it's not the right thing for them. And the reason I say this is, collectively in this room, all of you have created jobs and opportunities for more jobs. Not just jobs for yourselves, because, by the way, the job that you have for yourself is probably one that many folks wouldn't have taken if they had thought about it beforehand. But for the jobs for all the folks that you've hired and all the families whose lives you have changed and all the families whose lives you're going to change, all that was a function of getting from the idea to actually making it happen. Now, does everybody in this room Did everybody in this room know everything about running a business on day one that they know now? Did anybody in this room know on day one what they know now? Exactly. Learning by doing is one of the greatest time-honored traditions of being an entrepreneur in this country. It also is kind of a drag along the way, because frankly, learning by doing slows you down, makes it harder, costs more money, and creates more delay. Having the benefit of somebody else who has been there and done that, who is a mentor, who can tell you what to do and help move you in the right direction, is critical. So as I said, we've got about 14,000 SCORE volunteers with a cumulative total of about 300,000 years of experience. We've got about 3,000 to 5,000 SBDC counselors and mentors across the country and 110 women's business centers. All of them are ready every day to help folks who are behind you on this same scale and who are starting and who are learning. And they are there to help you now that you aren't just a startup anymore, and that you are actually now thinking about your second, your third, and your fourth stage of capital so that you can continue to grow and then grow by multiples. So do you need a loan now? Are you now capable of bringing in the second or third stage of VC funding? Are you actually in a position where you can begin to leverage some of that to start thinking about acquisitions? None of that should occur with you having to invent it on your own in the middle of the night by looking only for online resources. Connect with us. Come to sba.gov. See what we have online. Connect in with one of our mentors. There's a box right there on the front page where you can put in your zip code and find the nearest counselor or mentor near you to start to talk through this stuff. Depending on your industry, also go to sba.gov/clusters. We have regional innovation clusters all over the country, now approximately 33 of them, in a host of industries and sectors who are there to bring together the investment community, small business innovators, large prime contract customers, as well as the federal government as a customer, in order to drive economic development in a region and in a particular industry. Are you in flexible electronics? Are you in geospatial technology? Tom was just talking a moment ago about repurposing the data from weather satellites as well as from the GPS system. We have a cluster in the Gulf Coast of Mississippi that is focused exclusively on fostering innovation and making connections in the geospatial industry. Go to clusters, sba.gov/clusters, and find out about all the things that we have going. At the end of the day, you are all now at the place where it's going to be about connecting, networking, and getting the resources that you need to go whatever that next level is. Collectively, everybody in this room is really still a startup. I know that there are a number of folks in this room who are going to look back and laugh at this stage and say, gee, I can't remember what it was like being small. But in order to get to that next level, you're going to need help and connections. That's what this entire conference is about, and that's what the SBA is here to help you do. So at any point along the way, connect in at sba.gov, send me an email, michael.chodos@sba.gov, if you think there's something we can do or some help that we can provide. Connect in with the federal government. Go to whitehouse.gov and start moving around. But most importantly, start. Start by connecting and asking questions and letting us know the information that you need. I hear it from small businesses on Main Street, and I hear it from tech startups, and I hear it from innovation startups every day, which is the federal government apparently has lots of resources that they have created based upon our taxpayer dollars, but I don't know how to access them. Who can help me do that? We have 14,000 folks who can help you do that. So right now, in every community that you're going to head back to when you're done with today's event, there's going to be somebody at an SBDC, a small business development center, or a women's business center or a SCORE chapter who can help you do that. And there's going to be a cluster nearby or to whom you can connect, that's going to allow you to move that business to the next level. So with that, I want to say congratulations to everyone in this room. Congratulations on your innovations. Congratulations for not stopping at the probably 30 or 40 or 50 points where you maybe thought about that to yourself. Congratulations for creating the prosperity that our country so badly needs, and that it's people like all of you in this room who are going to help create. So with that, thank you. I look forward to your emails, and have a good rest of the conference.